Hey guys, no intro, no book, no nothing. Random thing that came to my mind, so I just pressed record and now we're here. Don't always say what you feel or how you feel right in the moment that you feel it, because when you say that in the moment that you feel it, you're more likely to say it in the wrong way, and it's going to be interpreted in the wrong way. 9 times out of 10 people say how they feel in hopes that they get the response that they're looking for, but in all reality, all you get is the wrong response. It fuels you to act the wrong way for a longer period of time. I realize because, I make mistakes. Sometimes I'll say how I feel in the moment that I feel it, and then I won't get the response that I wanted. It'll influence me to keep acting in a way that prolongs the duration of time that you get that response. I don't really know how I'm trying to say it. You won't get that response as long as you keep acting that way, but the only reason you're acting that way is because you're not getting that response. So it basically is you chasing your tail in a circle for however long it takes you to realize that. The way that you say things, everything boils down to how and when you choose to say things. Best example I can give is if I was to say, let's say I'm walking, right? And I bump into somebody on accident. I say, my bad. And he goes, no, yeah, don't worry about it, man. It's all right. It's all good, right? Now let's say I'm in an argument. Somebody is upset at me. They're telling me the thing that I did to make them upset. And I go, my bad. That's going to get a different response than the situation I talked about before. It's not gonna translate the same way. Obviously, they're different situations. It calls for different responses. It just goes to show you that saying the wrong thing in the wrong moment can make things way worse for you than if you were to just keep it inside for a minute. I've realized that if I still feel a way about it 10 to 15 minutes later, then it still bothers me. And I promise you, within the next 3 minutes, you don't feel a way. Say something or to not say something. But the decision is completely up to you. When making a decision, do not turn to your feelings, because you won't gain anything good from your feelings. Think about one time that you said something based on how you felt and you got something good from it. Because I feel the way right now and it's hurting me not to say nothing, I go and say something right now. Because you didn't think about how you were going to say it, you said it any way that you felt like was right to say it. Just going to go into instant defense mode because the energy that I'm displaying is not one that seems welcoming or friendly. Let's say you're looking for an apology. You're not going to get an apology if you approach it the wrong way. My computer's like lagging. I don't know if it's freezing or what. You guys see me now? Am I good? So you're not going to get the response that you want because of the way you said it and the way that you chose to go about it. Then you're not going to get that from approaching it the wrong way. I've learned that people respond better to a genuine concern and a general question than an accusation. Let's say I'm in the car with somebody. I'm not sure if they are feeling the vibe, like based on what I'm playing on aux. You guys tell me how you would feel. First option. Yo, do you not really like this song? Like, how do you feel about this song? Do you like it? Second option. Yo, you don't like my music at all, right? Be honest, you don't like my music, right? How would y'all respond? How would you prefer to be asked that question? Probably option 1, right? Because the second option sounded confrontational. Even though we think that sometimes we're not sounding confrontational, we are being extremely confrontational, especially when it comes to our feelings. Because as humans, the one thing we all don't play about is ourselves. When somebody disrespects us, says something out of line, whatever the case may be, you might not think that you sound like you're being an asshole, but you might be being an asshole. We have to be honest sometimes. In that situation, right, we can't look from our perspective. We can't look even from their perspective. We have to look from a bird's eye view. Unbiased perspective. Not about how you feel, about how they feel. It's about the situation as a whole. But I've noticed in my life that people are more likely to make you more mad if you are mad. Go up to them, you're going to say what you want to say. So let's say you talk to them for 5 minutes and everything you said was pretty valuable, and in that last 30 seconds, you say something that's controversial. They're going to get mad about that last 30 seconds, and all those 5 minutes of talking do not matter anymore. The problem is now those last 30 seconds of things that you said. Now they're going to get upset about what you said. Now they're going to say something to make you upset. And it's over. Be smart about the way that you say things. Just be like, don't look at it so much about how you feel, how they feel. Look at it from the situation as a whole. Is it worth it? Is it worth the energy? Is it worth saying something? Be smart about how you choose to say things and when you choose to say things. Tonality is a real thing. Based on how you say something is everything. The same word can mean different things in different situations when you choose to say things. If you feel a way in that moment, don't say it in that moment because you're not going to say it the best way there is to say it. That way it's perceived well and there's no confrontation behind it. There's no argument behind it. It's just pure knowledge. They understand it. You understand it. Clear understanding. You're on the same page now. Because that's the response you want. The response you want from someone when you tell them about how you feel is for them to understand, to say sorry, and you probably hug it out and you guys are good. But you're not going to get that response if you say it in that moment because it's making you upset. So chances are you're going to say it in an upset way, and they're not going to receive that well. And chances are when you say it in an upset way, it doesn't sound like a concern, it sounds like an accusation. You're going to accuse them of making you feel that way, or you're going to accuse them of doing something that they probably didn't even think they were doing, and now they go into defense mode, and now you guys are both trying to defend yourselves in that situation rather than understand each other in that situation. Don't say it in the moment that you feel it, because if you say it in the moment that you feel it, you're not going to get the proper response, and then now you're just going to keep chasing that, and it's just going to keep getting further from you. It's like a rat race. Like it's like a dog chasing his tail. You lose it more than if you would have just thought about it a little bit. If I choose to say it in the moment, I lose it all, and now I'm chasing my tail forever. But if I choose to wait until a better moment to say it and a better way to say it, now I'm going to get the response I want. What I was chasing after is this close in distance as opposed to always getting further every time I think I'm getting closer. That's food for thought. I'm not going to do an outro or anything because I actually have to go. Thank you for listening. That's all I have to say. When you choose to say it, how you choose to say it is everything. Salute.